tonight to tonight's cover party. I'm Joyce Adams with Shell Oil and Gas Business Magazine, and we're glad you guys could join us here tonight. And this next lady that I'm going to bring up to speak, she is State Representative Jeannie Morrison.
And it's great to be here with talking about Shell and oil and gas and Steer. And Robby, we are so proud of you. This is to honor you, and we're so proud of all that you've done with the port and everything that you've done for this community. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Next, we're going to bring in the co-host of In the Oil Patch radio show with the Kaling Auto Group. Please help me welcome Alvin Bailey.
Thank you, Joyce. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate Shell Magazine's March-April issue featuring Robby Burdge of the Port of Victoria. Hey, before we hear from our honoree, I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank a few special guests for being here. Omar Garcia, the president of Steer and senior advisor to Shell Magazine. Why don't you come up and say a few words, Omar?
Thank you, Alvin, and thank you everybody for coming today. Such a special event. We want to congratulate, obviously, the Port of Victoria. We want to congratulate Robby Burdge on the great cover and the great story. You know, the ports are the backbones of the economy, with the jobs, the investment they create in the community. So congratulations on all the things that you're doing in the Port of Victoria. So you should be congratulated. We appreciate what you're doing.
Next, I'd like to introduce you to your host of In the Oil Patch and publisher of Shell Oil and Gas Business Magazine, Kim Bellato. Come on up.
Having us here, and the Port of Victoria for taking this project on with us. Mike Sizemore, you've been a great partner to work with. Skip, also, we got you on a radio show. And, you know, it's partners like the Port of Victoria that really help us, you know, tell these stories. So thank you very much. I'm very happy that you guys are here this evening with us. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you guys.
Thank you, Kim. Well, as many of you know, the Port of Victoria has a very rich history. It's always been a hub for crude oil transportation, but the recent activity in the Eagle Ford has certainly spurred a lot of growth and change to both the port and the city of Victoria. Of course, one of the big reasons for that is this man over here, Mr. Robby Burdge. Under Robby's leadership, the port has strategically used revenue to reinvest into the port facilities. Due to proximity alone, not to mention the expansion and improvements made to the facilities, the Port of Victoria will continue to play a large role in the transportation of crude oil from the Eagle Ford. We are proud to have Robby and the port featured as the March-April cover of Shell Magazine. Please help me welcome Robby Burdge.
They could probably found a better model, but you know, I did hear on the way in that there's an online subscription, and if you pay extra, there's a centerfold. That scared you, didn't it? You know, seriously, quite frankly, from the port's perspective, you know, Elton and Don Posey and Clayton and Robert, you know, we really are blessed to have a group of gentlemen who are dedicated to the volunteer, to the community, and what we do to impact Victoria's lives, but it's with the county and with the city and everyone that we continue to work together that grow and impact Victoria. But when we talk about vision, one thing that I say over and over again about the port is that while we surely have a lot of vision, there's a lot of if you build it, we will come. We really have stepped out there and tried to have some futuristic vision, but I think it goes back to a lot of, some of you may or may not know this, but in 1905, the actual concept of the Intercoastal Waterway was developed in Victoria, Texas. And can you imagine that? In 1905, had to be a bunch of guys sitting around drinking brandy, smoking a cigar, and who was the first person that said, hey, let's dig a ditch and put water in it, and we will transfer goods all over the continental U.S. And so it's that vision that's happened way back since 1905. People with Don Posey, our ex-prior judge, and I got it, Robert Lowe, Mr. Finance. This guy has been an absolute genius for what we have been able to do and produce out there, the wisdom of Elton. And look, Claude Jacobs, our prior commissioner out there, thank you, Claude. But again, it's a true blessing to be able to be a part of, and again, it's humbling for me because it's not me, and being on the cover is different. But the story itself, I think, captures the concept of what not just the port's about, but what Victoria's about, what the county's about, what the region's about. And we have continued to position ourselves to be in the right place at the right time. And that little old sleepy port used to be $6 billion in economic impact, is now over $10 billion. So that in itself is a huge accomplishment. So thank you all for coming out. And again, I just appreciate the opportunity to be here this time and be able to work with all you great folks. So thank you.
We would also like to thank and welcome all of our advertisers and business partners that continue to come out to our cover parties. If you haven't started advertising with Shell Magazine, please get with Kim, and she can give you lots of good information. And we also want to thank Baptist for being here with us tonight. They're a great provider for healthy solutions. So if you guys are interested in that, Ms. Shauna Robinson over here is with them. We thank you guys for coming out. It's not over with yet. Plenty of food and drink left. And we look forward to seeing you guys at our next cover party. Thank you.